I'm Emily. Thanks for coming to our channel. Be sure to subscribe and follow along with all of our family adventures. I also vlog over at The Journey of Parenthood. We just recently saw Solo, a Star Wars story. We love Star Wars movies as a family, and this was a really fun family event for Zach and I and our two oldest kids, Kai and Britt. Obviously, we left the little ones at home. A lot of Disney people have issue with the purchasing of Star Wars. I personally think it's a beautiful fit. Walt Disney was all about family. He designed the parks with family in mind. He wanted experiences that parents could really truly experience with their children and enjoy it together. And Star Wars is the perfect fit for that. It's a multi-generational experience now. We've got, 3 generations of Star Wars fans, and it's truly a franchise that allows family to watch together, enjoy together, and make memories together. The Solo movie is rated PG-13. With Rogue One, it was very clearly PG-13. There was some heavy content, a lot deeper violence. This was a lot more lighthearted. There was not any gruesome scenes or, harsh violence or any sexual content really. There were more sexual innuendos that I'm super comfortable with, but overall it wasn't, a lot of sexual focus. However, the language was a big distraction for us. Every time they would say a word, Zach and I would look at each other why? We just don't understand the purpose of curse words in movies. Why? What does it add to the film? It doesn't. It just takes away from it, and it causes an issue. However, as a parent, if I had to choose a lesser of an evil, language, doesn't really stick with you the way a visual scene will, as far as a woman dressed provocatively sticking in my son's mind versus a curse word that he probably doesn't remember. Going into the movie, I was a little bit apprehensive. Personally, I love Han Solo. Favorite character of all the movies. Harrison Ford rocks it. He's just got this natural swag that you can't help but root for. I just think he makes all the ladies swoon. We all love some Han Solo. So this Alden guy, whatever his name is, had some really big shoes to fill. I went into it with my mind kind of made up that he could never live up to Harrison Ford. So I think that it was probably unfair of me. I think he did a good job, but yeah, he'll never be Han Solo to me. And it kind of breaks my heart that this new generation of kids, it's probably going to visualize him as Han Solo when they should be visualizing Harrison Ford. Overall, though, he did a great job. I just think that some of his swag was forced rather than a natural, charismatic personality the way Harrison Ford does. But overall, he fit the role well. I know he had a tough time probably trying to live up to that, and that all Star Wars fans probably have a lot of pressure on his shoulders to live up to our expectations. Overall, the movie was very lighthearted and fun. Again, a big contrast from Rogue One, the most recent Star Wars story. It was funny. There was lots of laugh out loud moments. It had a lot of action for the kids. I think that it's geared towards a younger audience, which surprises me with the PG-13 rating. There wasn't a really in-depth storyline. There wasn't a ton to follow along with. It was easy to keep track of what was happening, easy to keep track of the characters and the dialogue and the storyline. And there was enough twists and turns to keep it interesting, and it did fill in a lot of gaps from previous Star Wars movies that kind of lets you know a lot of the history of Han Solo and who he is and where he came from, and what he brought to the table when he's introduced in the original trilogy. And then as far as favorite for me was Qi'ra. When the movie first started, I was like, who is she? It drove me nuts. I was like, she's beautiful. I feel like I'm friends with her. I feel like I have a relationship with her already, so it's not from a movie. How do I know this girl? And I was literally going to get out my phone and Google it during the movie, which I'm very anti doing that because I was like, I have to know. And so Zach actually told me, he's like, Khaleesi from Game of Thrones, which I'm only on season 3, so no spoilers, Game of Thrones fans. But I love her. I adore her. I think she's amazing, and I am all about it. I love that they had a very feminine female. Was she strong? Yes. Was she smart? Yes. But so many times in the Star Wars movies, the females are less feminine. They're not as girly. Qi'ra wears makeup. She's got cute earrings. She's all about the outfits. I love that. Because I'm a girly girl, and you can be a girly girl and still be a strong female. You don't have to be one or the other. You can be into girly things and still be smart and still be strong and still be fierce. And I thought Kira was perfect for this role. And I thought Khaleesi was amazing. Overall, I thought it was a really fun movie. Definitely not my favorite Star Wars movie. The language really did take away from the enjoyment for me. But overall, it was still cute. One that I probably wouldn't really need to see again. Definitely a one-timer for me. However, we love going to see them as a family, and it was a great family experience.
So, I think that the Han Solo movie was great, and honestly, I think Han Solo did really good acting, and I think that I would probably rate it 4.5 stars. But I don't know, you could like it in a different way or not like it, but that's what I think. And I mean, I would probably say that all the actors in the movie did great. And the graphics were good. There was nothing really wrong. And it was a great movie. So, I'd suggest you watch it. But I don't know, maybe might be a little too much, and so you might not want to watch it. But there are some not so good parts, but the whole movie was really good.
I'm here with Britt, and she is 6 years old and a huge Star Wars fan. So, Britt, Solo movie, what'd you think? Did you like it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, was it good?
Yes.
Did you have a favorite character? Kira?
Kira,
You liked her? Why did you like Kira?
because she was pretty.
Yeah, you like pretty girls? They're your favorites?
Yes, ma'am.
So, did you have a favorite, like, animal kind of character you liked?
Chewbacca.
You like Chewbacca?
Yes, ma'am.
This movie was great with showing lots of Chewie and his background too. Like, we didn't just learn about Han, we learned about Chewbacca too. And it was pretty awesome how they met and became partners, huh? It's pretty crazy. So was the movie funny, scary, action? Like, what was the movie for you?
Funny.
It was funny mostly?
Yes,
Did you ever
ma'am.
get scared during it?
Yes, ma'am.
Really? What scared you?
In the beginning, and where the water was going on, it got me a little
The
scared.
war scenes, they're dark, aren't they? A little bit scary. Did you, do you consider it one of your favorite Star Wars movies, or which one's your favorite?
Episode 6 in Rogue One,
You like those the best. Why do you like Rogue One so much?
because it had Jin in it.
Mm-hmm. You like Jen?
Yes,
Who's
ma'am.
on your shirt?
Ray.
Ray. Which one's she from?
Episode 7 and 8.
Yeah. You like those ones too?
Yes, ma'am.
So what do you think? If other 6-year-olds were thinking about seeing the Solo movie, would you tell them to see it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Do you have anything else you want to say about it?
No, ma'am.
This is Britt's review. She says, yes, ma'am. Han Solo was good.
What's up, guys? It's Zach, and we're talking Solo. Me and the family went to see it. I thought it was okay. If I was to list the hierarchy of movies within Star Wars, I definitely wouldn't put this in my top 5. I will say I do love the in-between movies they're doing between the episodes. I feel like it definitely gives you the opportunity to get your Star Wars fix in, because it usually takes a long time for them to release the episode movies. There's usually a huge gap between those, so I do enjoy that. I thought they did a pretty good job in the casting in this movie. I'm sure there are a lot of people out there that will complain, but I feel like it's difficult to live up to all the casting in the past. It's never going to be good enough for a lot of the fans. I definitely thought that Donald Glover was my favorite casting in the entire movie. He did a great job. He killed it. So many different lines. He played the part perfectly. He was a great Lando. Just a really, really good cast for that. I also will say that I really love the storyline of how Chewie and Han met. I really enjoyed watching their chemistry and watching them get to know each other. You can really tell that they did a good job reaching back into some of the old movies and putting things in this one to make sure they showed you why they are the way they are in the future. One of the disappointing things in this movie was the language. There was a lot of unneeded cuss words that just didn't need to be there, especially when you're going with your kids. It's disappointing to have those. Usually there's a couple in the movies, but there was, I would say, between 8 and 12 cuss words in this one. It just wasn't really necessary, especially with the lines and things they were saying. Overall, it was a fun vibe. There was a lot of action for the guys. There was definitely some love for the girls, so I know that they'll enjoy that. But I'm glad we went to see it, and I think it's a great thing to go do with your family.
That's it. Thank you for watching our review of Solo, a Star Wars movie. And be sure to subscribe to our channel. Leave a comment. Let us know. Did you like the movie? What did you think? Was it one of your favorites, least favorites? How did the new Solo compare to the old Solo? The original Solo, not old, original. So be sure to subscribe to follow along with all of our family videos. And we are really excited about our new channel and can't wait to have some more content for you guys soon. Thanks.